Moving on to Southeast Asia, where Thailand has closed its border crossings with Cambodia. It's stranded travelers and stymied commerce between the two nations. It's the latest salvo in a long-running dispute, actually, over territory claimed by both sides. Thailand's prime minister has been under fire over her handling of the border row, following the leaking of a phone call between her and Hun Sen, Cambodia's former military leader.
This was one of the few remaining active border crossings between northeastern Thailand and Cambodia, until Cambodia shut it down. Thai fuel trucks were forced to turn back, Cambodian visitors were left stranded, and fruit stalls now sit deserted.
I have a lot of expenses. I usually make around 90 euros a day, but now I barely make 10. If this keeps going, we'll have to shut down.
Ever since the dispute over contested border areas flared up, a sense of fear has returned here, and not just over lost income. To get a sense of just how serious people here take this border dispute, take a look at these bunkers. Schools along the border with Cambodia are equipped with structures and shelters like this, a reminder that the shadow of conflict still looms. This Thai school is even building more shelters now. Workers here still remember 2011, the last major escalation, when a Cambodian grenade hit a nearby village.
They're on the higher ground, so they've got the advantage. They just aim their guns and shoot.
Many villages are now doing the same, building bunkers. The two countries share an 817-kilometer border, largely drawn by French colonial powers over a century ago. That legacy left patches of unmarked territory, land both sides claim.
The Prime Minister is too soft on this. I'm not saying we should go to war, but we need stronger leadership. She needs to stand her ground.
Sutian Puchan has spent years mapping this border, but while he thinks Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra was too conciliatory towards Cambodia in the recent phone call, he also believes only a grassroots solution involving the people who live on both sides of the border will work. The Cambodian fruit vendor I met earlier agrees. She's married to a Thai.
I just want them to talk, not to fight, not to go to war. I want them to clear things up once and for all, because in the end it's us, the people, who suffer.
But the tit-for-tat moves aren't stopping. Shortly after the Cambodian border closure, Thailand's military announced it was closing the Sisaket border crossing in direct retaliation.
And DW Southeast Asia correspondent who you saw in that report there joins us now from the Thai-Cambodian border. Georg, why are these tensions between Thailand and Cambodia resurfacing now?
Well, there are two versions of this story, of course, and if you believe the Thai side, it was the Cambodian side that first encroached into a no man's land area, a very disputed point with a temple inside, and started shooting. And if you believe the Cambodian side, it was the Thai who first were flying drones, provoking the Cambodians with digging trenches, and were the first ones who were also firing the first shots.
And is that border, we heard it's a very long border between those two countries, is it now completely closed?
Yeah, I mean, there is, from the Cambodian side, there is a clear message that all imports of fruit, vegetables, oil from Thailand are to be stopped. Now, yesterday, the border I visited and you saw in the report was closed down from the Cambodian side and then closed down from the Thai side. And now Thailand basically has closed almost, I would say, all the border crossing. There's one province where two border crossings apparently still opened for people who were visiting from Cambodia. That, of course, created a lot of difficulties because they were now looking along the border, which is a long border, for ways back in. There are emergency cases that can pass, medical cases. Thailand has the much better medical system. So there's a lot of medical tourism coming from Cambodia. So these cases can cross. There's also some exceptions for students. But overall, these border crossings by land are closed.
Are there any negotiations ongoing to de-escalate the situation?
Yeah, de-escalation is the key word here, and that's really difficult because, for instance, if you look at the Thai Prime Minister, there's a lot of pressure on her to play tough now, to show that she's a strong leader and that she does not give in to the Cambodian side. And de-escalation would mean that there needs to be compromises to get out of this tit-for-tat fight over the border. Recently, Thailand now has announced that they closed this border because Cambodia is a hub for cybercrime, for online scamming businesses. And there's some truth to it because there has been a lot of that kind of business in the past, but also the Thai closed their border to Myanmar and shut down the scamming business there. And a lot of those scammers have now moved over to Cambodia. And of course, the timing to close the border now because of that reason is one of those tit-for-tat moves in this fight. How to get out will be a really, really delicate and tricky issue.
The Thai Prime Minister, of course, under tremendous pressure here. She's facing calls to resign over the dispute. Can she survive politically?
I would say that we will find out rather in the next couple of days, potentially even weeks. A lot depends now on a big mass protest that has been announced on Friday, where people are calling for a resignation. Many people in Thailand are unsatisfied about the leaked phone call from the Cambodian side that revealed how she was talking to the Cambodian leader. She, in turn, has said these were tactics. But many people feel these tactics are too soft. She needs to show strength. There's also a number of legal proceedings in the making. Now, you can, of course, say that all of this is unfortunate. It's a military situation that has caused this. But there's also some people say all of this is being caused by a second agenda because this incident at the border now means that the military is in the making. It's the military that can shut down the borders, and it strengthens the military on both sides of the border. And that creates another dynamic. In Thailand, it's always a struggle between politics and the military. So that could also be some form of agenda or dynamic in there.
That's Georg Mattis on the Thai-Cambodian border. Thanks so much.